Hello everyone! Today I'm going to talk to you about one of my most highly requested skincare topics, which is acne. And I'm not only going to share with you spot treatments, I'm going to talk to you about my favorite products that I always rely on to help reduce any scarring or redness and post-care for acne as well. So as I mentioned in my January favorites video, in case you guys missed it, I am renovating the apartment which I'm moving to. I've just been really stressed out and I feel like my skin has been more problematic because I haven't been sleeping well. I've just been thinking and number crunching, and it's just been a really long process. So my skin has been suffering a little bit from that entire ordeal. So I figured this would be the perfect time to talk to you about acne, whether it's hormonal or stress induced. I feel like a lot of these products that I'm going to share with you really do help to alleviate the acne. First, I'm going to start with my favorite spot treatment. This is actually a travel-sized version from Glam Glow. This is the Super Mud Clearing Treatment, and I almost never use this all over my face because I do find it a little bit drying. But as a spot treatment, just on top of active pimples, as soon as you see one pop up, put a little bit of this mud treatment on, let it dry completely, and then rinse it off gently using clean fingertips. Just smooth it off with some lukewarm water. And I feel like out of all of the spot treatments that I've ever tried, including those pink clay ones, including some salicylic acid based, I feel like the Glam Glow still works the best. I was using the MAC Acne Treatment Gel for a while. I even recommended it to my friend Sabrina of the Beauty Lookbook. I know I mentioned it to you guys as well, but I think that for larger cystic acne, more stubborn pimples, the Glam Glow Super Mud works the best. Now we have the Sunday Riley Luna, which I have raved about. This cleared up my most stubborn hormonal acne on my cheek in about 2 weeks. I had this patch here, as many of you had probably seen in my videos, for about over a year, and it was very stubborn. I almost even went to the dermatologist's office and paid an exorbitant amount for a cortisone shot, but I'm so glad I didn't because the Luna really does help to clear up any of my blemishes. And I feel like a typical blemish lasts me about 2 weeks, and with the Luna, I can get rid of them completely in about 1. Sunday Riley calls this the next generation retinoid oil, but it doesn't really claim to help with acne. For some reason, I've just found it so effective for my skin. It's not necessarily the most moisturizing oil, so I always wait about 15 minutes for this to set and dry completely and sink into my skin, and then I'll apply a moisturizer on top. I've been using Lancome's Visionary Nuit on top of Luna, and it works so well together. I find that this is the best combination for my skin at the moment because it is a little bit more volatile. I know a lot of you have seen that Sunday Riley's Luna has been either really hyped and loved, or some people really are unimpressed by it, but it works so well for me and for everyone that I've recommended it to personally. But as I always say, different strokes for different folks. So part of the journey is getting to try and experience all these different products. Now we have Kate Somerville's Exfoliate Acne, and this is fairly new for me because I've always used the standard Exfoliate, the one that comes in the white and orange text bottle or tube. And I really love Exfoliate. I think it is still one of the best exfoliating treatments on the market. It's gentle but effective. So I only started using this because I felt like, you know what, I do get acne every now and then, especially around period week, so let's give this a try. And this actually works. I prefer this all over the face much more than I do the Super Mud because this isn't drying. Just like with a standard Exfoliate, you apply a thin, even layer to a clean, wet face, massage it in for about 30 seconds, let it sit for 2 minutes, and then rinse it off. My skin responds best to salicylic acid, which is what is used in this product. I've tried lots of benzoyl products before, and I just don't find that they work as well for me. So it's all about finding a balance between products and their ingredients, but I do think that the Exfoliate, the price is right, you get a lot of product and you don't have to use too much of it, plus it works. So I think it's a win-win with this one. Something new that I've been absolutely loving are the Colbert MD Tone Control Facial Discs. This is an at-home microdermabrasion treatment, and it is phenomenal. I feel like these make a huge difference, so I use these in place place of toner nowadays. And as much as I love SK-II's facial treatment clear lotion, I feel like these are doing a much better job of making my skin look as smooth as possible despite my breakouts. So these also help with discoloration, any kind of redness or, darkening of the skin due to acne scarring. This will help a ton. Basically, I wash my face and I apply them to a clean, damp face in a circular motion, and it says 30 to 60 seconds, but I always do it for 60 seconds just to get the most bang for my buck. You're not supposed to rinse, just throw the pad away and then follow with your serum and your moisturizer. These tone control facial discs definitely are a splurge, there's no denying that, but if you have acne scarring, if you have bumpy textured skin, then I highly, highly, highly recommend these. Plus they're super convenient for travel or a gym bag, and I find that once you're out of the gym, it's the most important to remove that sweat, that sebum, so wash your face and use a tone control disc. It will really make a big difference. And also, some other tips if you are struggling from acne are to wash your pillowcase frequently, at least once a week. Try not to kiss your dog or your cat or any other animals. I've mentioned before that when I kiss Bo more often, my chin sees a lot more breakouts. Pretty much if I have a pimple on my chin, it's because I kissed Bo, my dog. Now I have another acne scarring and hyperpigmentation solution. This is SK-II's Solumination Aura Essence or Aura Bright, and this is my absolute favorite. I feel like this one has an exfoliation effect that is visible to the naked eye. My skin looks noticeably brighter and fairer when I use this product. So if you do fake tan or if you get spray tanned, this might not be the ideal product for you, but if you want to fix your acne scarring or any deep hyperpigmentation or light new fresh hyperpigmentation, which is even better, then I highly recommend this product. I feel like it's the only one that really makes my skin immediately brighter and actually has long-term effect. So by the time I finished my first bottle, I saw a lot of the initial acne scarring from my severe cystic breakouts disappear, and that was without any professional microdermabrasion treatments. So this serum definitely works. It definitely gives you results if you're looking to reduce any scarring and hyperpigmentation. It might not fix the texture of your skin, but it will definitely make it look brighter and more even toned. Now for my Foreo Luna, and I have to include this one because when I don't use it, I definitely see a difference in how congested my skin is. So it's not necessarily big pimples that I notice, but it's more blackheads, more clogged pores in general, which can lead to pimples. So I highly recommend using some sort of device. I used to use a Clarisonic, which is great, but I feel like the Foreo, after the initial 4 weeks it took me to see results, this works better for me. It's more gentle and I feel like it provides a deeper clean without drying out my skin or making my pores look bigger, which is what the Clarisonic was doing for me. And I feel like part of the reason why my skin is extra volatile is because I was using mostly cleansing waters to wash my face due to having eyelash extensions, which have pretty much all fallen out at this point, which I'm pretty glad about. It was a good experience and I love them, but I think I love false lashes more because they're less maintenance. I can peel them off and still use my favorite cleansing oils, which is very important to me to get a thorough cleanse. Even if I don't wear makeup, I still double cleanse because I tend to sweat a lot when I work out. So using a device like this makes sure I get a deep clean. It ensures that none of my pores will end up turning into big irritated pimples. And last but not least is my favorite brightening mask of the moment. This one is by Clé de Peau, and I love this one because it fits my face perfectly. I don't have to fidget with the eyes. I also don't have to fold down the edges around the forehead, behind the ears, or under the chin area because it just fits my face so well. I love the scalloped edges. I feel like I see breakouts less frequently when I use this mask once a week. So before, I used to love this Holasu. I think this Holasu works really well if you already have pimples and blemishes that are active, so it calms them, it reduces the redness. But I think that the Clé de Peau Intensive Brightening Mask, it just really helps to refresh your face after the scarring has mostly healed. So once the blemish is no longer active, I highly recommend using this to help speed up the recovery process of your skin. And because I love the fit, because I love the formula, it's moisturizing but brightening at the same time without lifting fake tan, I think that this is the best face mask to use. And I do try to use a sheet mask twice a week. I have been really bad and not using any at all, which I think has contributed to the state of my skin right now, but I'm gonna get back on the wagon 2 to 3 times a week, and I challenge you to do the same. If you have any further questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Bye.